Hello and welcome back to Nat Scraps. My name is Natalie Koenig and I am a paper crafter. I love creating cards, scrapbook layouts and everything in between, and today I am joining you for day one of Christy's Beautiful Life's 30 days of sketches. So I do have the sketch there. There will be a picture of the sketch that will go up in the corner of the video for you guys to have a look at also, and we will see where this one takes us, like always. Now today's sketch is from Ginger's Corner, who is on Facebook, and I hope that I remember to put a link down below. If it's not there, please leave a message and say, why is that link not there, Nat? Now, Ginger is fantastic. I've been watching her videos for a long time. She is hilarious and I love her sense of humor. I love how giving she is, and I love her little community of well, it's not little even, her community of wonderful crafters that are around her. She is marvelous. Now let's talk about this sketch. It has 3 photos along the bottom. It's got those hexagonals there with the title and thing. So I have brought in a piece of Close to My Heart paper. I'm looking at these blue bits, but my hexagons are going to be clouds. I know it's a bit of a push, but you'll see where I go with this. So I grabbed the Cricut out, I cut some cloud shapes. I did do a few extra than what I used. They popped aside. And I'm thinking 3 big ones along the top and 2 little ones on the bottom. I don't quite get that in there, but that's what I was thinking at the time. So I cut those on the Cricut, and in any second, with the magic of YouTube, there they are on the page. I'd like to know if you guys are playing along with Christy's Beautiful Life, or if you're here from one of the other things that I do around here on YouTube. I'd love to know where you're tuning in from and all of that jazz. If you are playing along with Christy's Beautiful Life, you'll already know all about it. For those that don't, Christy's Beautiful Life is 30 Days of Sketches is on a Facebook page. That will also be linked below. And she has a sketch a day for the day of, what even month are we in? I think we're in June, guys. That's what we're in. We're in June. So there will be a sketch for every day of June, and you can play along. Now, you do not have to have a YouTube channel. You do not have to have a social media. You don't even have to post your photo on the Facebook page. You can join the Facebook page and you can just see what everybody else is creating with the sketches, or you can play along and post your photo. You don't have to post a photo a day or like a layout a day. You can post the ones that most appeal to you, or you can just do them all. I don't know. You do what you want to do. But if you find inspiration here, please go along. Please let Christy know that you've been over to my page and I've sent you over and all those kind of things, just so we can keep the love circulating. I do also have a Facebook page, and if you wanted to play along with me and see what I'm doing, head over there and check that one out as well. I have cut the guts out of this piece of oatmeal cardstock because I'm going to use that for my photos, which you've seen me do there. That just saves that little bit of extra paper. And we're going to attach that so it's got a nice little border. I have been doing this amazing thing at the moment where I'm swapping over from being a double-sided tape girl to a glue girl. I have not in the past been a glue girl at all, but I am loving using glue at the moment. So it's amazing how our scrapbooking things change from time to time, and we go from using certain materials to others. This is just what I am using at the moment, and yeah. I'd love to know, are you tape, glue, a bit of everything? I'd love to know. Leave a comment below. Here I am. The background paper that I've got here from Close to My Heart was, I think it was something outdoor scenes. And look, I could go find it, but I'm not. It had this little paper strip from the bottom, the zip strip, that had these arrows on it. So I'm going to use them. Now that is bringing in Ginger's inspiration of those arrows that were near the title and date and pieces up there at the top and the bottom. So I'm going to bring in arrows from there. Now, you may know, you more than likely know, probably 100% sure you know, Close to My Heart's no longer. Now, what am I doing with myself? I'm going a little bit rogue. I'm just doing stuff from everywhere. So I've always had a bit of a shop at home. I'm expanding that, and I've got some wholesalers that I'm getting stock from to sell to the girls that come and scrapbook with me. You will see one of the hands of one of my wonderful customers tickle in here on the side very soon, but that's what I'm doing with myself. So I've opened myself up to using lots of different products from lots of different places, and so far I'm really enjoying that. It is taking a lot of time and effort to set up, and eventually I'll have an online store and things like that, but those people that are local to me here in Gippsland in Victoria, you're more than welcome to shoot me a message, and if you need some product, pop around and see me, because my store will definitely be open more often now. I say store, it is my home studio, but it is also the store. Here I am trying to figure out my title. What is it going to be? Ups and downs? And my lovely friend Cal that was here and doing some work on a little mini album goes, ups and downs. I don't think he's having too many downs. He's looked like he's more having ups. And I'm like, oh, okay, so what's my title going to be then? And I was looking at all sorts of different things about swing, and titles can be hard sometimes. So anyway, while I was doing that, I thought I'll just keep adding a few little bits and pieces and worrying about the title a bit later when I don't, you know, putting off till tomorrow what can be done today, really. I don't know what you guys do. What do you do when you get stuck and you're not sure? Do you move on and do something else, or do you just stop until you can fix that one little thing? I tend to just move things around. I move it, and quite often they end up back where they were, but I'll just move them around the page. Completely and silly. Completely and silly? That's not even a full sentence. I can be completely silly. That might be a full sentence. Sorry guys, I'm in a bit of a weird mood. So yep, so here I am. I just kind of do a few things. I've got this, and I think I'm trying to say so swinging, and then I think I tried to put something else there and had it swinging something. And then Cal, that was here, she goes, let me Google all the sayings with swing in it. And there was some that was not really family appropriate. But we did hit on one that I thought was okay, which was King of Swing. And I thought, yes, that actually works for me, King of Swing. So in a moment, I will finally stop trying to make swinging do something and shorten that down to just swing and glue that down. So I had changed that little title bit up there too to simply, because I was thinking it could be simply swing, but that's where. Anyway, moving on from the swing, I'm going to find some other little title-y letters. That's what they're called, those things that you make titles with. I'm going to find some other little letters to make the word king in a minute. And because I'd gone off and looked for that, and I'm probably getting myself ahead here because I'm only still just gluing down that word swing. Anyway, oh god, I am so sorry guys. I hope you're keeping up with my chaotic talking today. It really is a little bit over the top. While I go looking for those little letters, I do find a sticker sheet, and it's old and it's in my stash from golly gosh knows where or when, and it has some cute, like, kind of slightly different lettering. You'll see in a moment when I bring it in. But it also has, unbeknownst to me when I went to look for the lettering, some tiny crowns on it. Oh, how perfect is that? Sometimes things just work out. So you can see right down the bottom there, which is very close to not even in shot, I'm making the word king, and you can see it's kind of like I don't even know what you would even call that kind of lettering. It's a little bit different and off kilt, which I don't know why it's on a sheet that's also got crowns and things on it. But anyway, I popped that onto acetate. The thing I like about putting small titles onto acetate is I can move it around the page while I'm trying to figure out if I like it or don't like it. And then once I've figured out where I actually want the title, I can then glue just near there. Now I tend to trim just around the lettering, but leave the acetate there so that it gives it that little bit of firmness. And as I said, we can move it around. Here I'm going to put that little yellow arrow onto the piece of oatmeal and then change my mind, and I kind of just tossed that oatmeal to the side, and I will come back and I will revisit that idea a little bit later. This little row of arrows was on that sheet as well, which works perfect because there's a tiny little bit of red in these photos. There's is some yellow, and there's the blue and the green as well. So there's Cal's hands. Everybody say hi to Cal. I was trying to decide which way I want my arrows to go and whether they can go different ways. And I eventually decide on one of those. I'll come back in a second. But I think right now I realize my photos aren't even down. So let's actually adhere my photos to the page before everything goes wrong. And then I will pop those arrows on. So I'm going to adhere those. That's really boring, guys. So I'm going to cut loads and loads of that out just to save you the pain. They are adhered with foam tape. That just gives them a little bit of dimension on the page. And then I can come back and add those strips. So I'm just literally going to pop the strip down and cut it roughly where I want it. And I do that on the bottom of two of the photos and on the top of the middle one. I was going to say the third, but that didn't work. On the middle one, I popped it at the top. And so that gives that little bit of dimension. Now, going back to the sketch, we had sort of arrows that were going across the page. So that's where I'm getting that kind of little bit of an inspiration. And it also makes those photos feel a bit more like one strip rather than up and down too. Here I'm adding a little bit of dimension to that cloud, which I'll later regret because I'll need to push a few bits and pieces underneath of that, but that's a story for a little bit later. And then I'm going to rebuild. I had been building sort of clusters on the two outside photos at the top and the bottom, and I will go back to building those clusters and making them work as well as I can. We're getting close, guys. Thank you for hanging in this far with my crazy, voiceover and everything else that's going on. It's slowly but surely getting there. Hopefully you'll stick through to the end to see the exactly final results. I really should go back and edit that bit out, but I'm not. I'm sorry. Today is what it is. And guys, this is day 1 of 30 days. What am I going to be like by the end? Who knows? Anyway, let's keep going. So again, with these little arrows, I do move these around quite a bit until I finally get those clouds in order. What I do end up doing in a little bit is that larger cloud that's on the right hand side there, not doing anything at the moment, I end up putting up with the cluster as well into where the top title is, and moving my smaller part of the title to part of that as well. I'm going to add this a little blue embellishment at the bottom there, only to take it off in a few minutes and re-add it again. I did not like how it kind of blended in there. I realized I want a little bit of oatmeal under the bottom, which I think by the end of this layout, I pretty much cover the whole lot of anyway. But hey, why do something once when you can do it 2 or 3 times? Simple, really. I'm going to add that one back on, and the tiny little arrow that I cut from that strip as well going on there. And then I'm tucking this one underneath. when I took, there was a little tag somewhere, it'll be on, up there, there it is, up there in the top left, that said explore. I'm going to find that and pop that over that little gap. I'm not sure that it works, but that's where it ends up. Try not to completely overthink it with this layout, because when you're doing a layout a day and editing and trying to get them done, you do have to just move on at times and just keep going, because if you sweat the tiny little details, there's no way you're going to get through the 30 days of sketches. Or I'm sure there is some people, there'll be somebody out there that sweats the little details, but I just run out of time if I do that. Okay, where am I off to next? I think I'm going to bring in some crowns, which in true Nat style. Now, I love it down there. When I was editing this video, I went, why didn't I stick that down there? Anyway, I cut it apart. Now, I ended up putting 3 up there, and in true Nat style, in a couple of minutes time, I'm going to take them back off, because I didn't like it. I put a little crown over the K in the king, and I think I bring one down at the bottom here. I'll go to anyway. So here I put in this another sticker. This is all from the one sheet that was just randomly picked because it had the lettering for the king of the junior title. What do you call it? Subtitle. That's it. The subtitle there. So I'm really lucky that all those little bits and pieces were kind of just there and able to be used. And popping a little king on there too, and everything just wants to pop back off in that corner for some reason. So I've got 3 little kings, which goes in with my title and is working. I've just got to fix that title up the top. So I'm going to bring in this cloud, and I realized they all just mushed together like one big single blue cloud. So I'm going to go around the one that's stuck down. The rest aren't exactly stuck down, so I'm going to take them up, blend a little bit around with a darker blue, and this is really nice, I think, because tell me I'm wrong if you like, it helps to bring in the blue that is in the photo as well, because he's got that beautiful blue hat on and just chilling like a cool little kid should. Here's where I moved that title that I was talking about earlier. And guys, this is getting really close. I think a few arrows and then a little bit of splattering, because what's a layout with adding a little bit of splattering and that, 2 seconds of chaos where you think maybe the splattering's going to go all wrong and ruin the complete layout. So we couldn't go without that little bit of heart-stopping moment. So I will bring in the splatter box. And I've got a shimmer pen in dark blue that I am going to splatter. Oh, before I do that, I'm actually smart enough today, or, I've learnt finally maybe to cover my photos before I go splattering away. Here we are. I hope you guys enjoyed this layout. Please leave a like, comment, negative, positive, whatever you want to put down there. Let me know. Let me know if I'm absolutely crazy today and off my rocker. And let me know what you're doing and if you have completed this sketch, and where I can see it if you have completed it, because I'd love to. Just showing you there the sketch one final time and what my take was. A little bit of a close-up and then a still photo at the end. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you have an amazing day, and I will be back tomorrow with day 2 of 30 Days of Sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life. Take care, guys. Bye.